Hello and welcome back.
If you're new here, welcome.
This is Points of View, where we discuss whatever we feel like in the moment and down to the moment.
Topics like daily concerns.
What's plaguing our existence today?
And more lighthearted areas like pop culture and politics.
Which we take equally as serious, which is not at all, until we do.
So come take this journey with us and explore with your hosts, Jasmine Nicole
and Rob Clark,
as we discover Points of View. Give me this goddamn Twizzler. I know people say you shouldn't eat on the mic, but I'm gonna eat on the mic. Because, because I like Twizzlers. Also, I like me some Mentos. I should have got the fruity kind, but I got the mint ones instead. You want one?
Jasmine, we are live.
I don't care. Y'all can grab a snack too, because we about to talk about something that is relevant to all y'all's.
I can tell you, this is just like a millennial.
Whatever. Okay, in your mind frame right now, saying that is just like a baby boomer.
Well, excuse me, the greatest generation.
Okay, boomer. Shit. Shoot.
All right, well, here we go, guys.
Here we go. You guys, settle the hell in, because today's topic is, I don't want to say deep.
That's not deep. It's not that deep.
It isn't. But I know
Go ahead.
I'm just going to say, I feel like a lot of people will say it is, or I don't know. I feel like they'll just make it seem like it's bigger than what it is because we're talking about them. Or because they feel attacked. But they call us snowflakes. Anyway, what we're talking about, y'all, if y'all still don't know, which we already said it, but it's about this craze, this meme that's been popping. And basically it's about the term or the phrase, okay, boomer. Now, we all know boomer comes from baby boomer, which I just stated. I just called Rob that because, you know, if you're going to call me a millennium or millennials, whatever, which you are as well, I'm going to call you a boomer. But anyway, the whole topic came about, y'all, because, you know, people out here in this world keep thinking that us millennials, or even if you're, you know, a little younger, it's all good. They think that we want everything handed to us. They think that just all these things, that we're lazy, this, that, and the third. And it's just like, I'm sorry, we actually want a better future, though. And this is the thing. When it comes to climate change, when it comes to politics, when it comes to look around these tables that are making these decisions for all of us, they're all, no offense, but y'all is all old and white. But, we, you know, that's a whole nother issue. You know, we all know how America used to birth. So, you know, it is what it is on that. But for all of it to be old men, I'm telling you right now, it's not okay. Because our future being in the hands of theirs does not make, honestly, any sense logically. And then also, too, just the decisions that they're making for us, I just don't like them. I don't like them because they're not in our shoes. And they're going to be dead and gone by the time this stuff affects us. So what do they care? I mean, that's my view or whatever. But yeah, so like I said, you know, a lot of people are basically talking about this. It's really blown up. It's really blown up, would you say?
Yeah, it's taken over half of memedom right now. Everybody is talking about it. It's gravitated into the other news, the major newscasts, and obviously Colbert has talked about it. Oh my gosh. So here's a clip from Colbert.
The internet continues to innovate ways to make each other feel bad. And the latest sensation is to dismiss older people by saying, okay, boomer. As in baby boomers. It's a pretty good diss. Still not as good as the boomer diss for millennials. Hey, we've permanently destroyed the housing market. Well, one New York radio host is getting dunked on by the internet after this tweet went viral for its grade A casual racism. Boomer is the N-word of ageism. Being hip and flip does not make bigotry okay, nor is a derisive epithet acceptable because it is new. Okay, boomer. Clearly.
All right. That's all we're going to play for that. I cannot believe that. So that quote that he just read, the new N-word, really? Really, the new N-word. Are we going to go there now? Is that where we're at? We're going to call it the new N-word?
Definitely not.
I'm confused. I'm just confused. I'm confuddled, y'all. How we went from somebody being butthurt because you're of a particular age to then now you saying it's the new N-word. I'm sorry. Are you getting hung for being old? Are you being, segregated for being old? Can you not eat here for being old? Can you get kicked out of a supermarket or a grocery, just a restaurant? You name it because you're old? No. So, no. Just nix that whole thing because that's stupid. But yeah, so... Girl, I'm just sick of all this stuff. And they call us snowflakes, our generation. Please.
These boomers, they're not oppressed. They're still making most of the decisions in the world.
Exactly.
And something recently happened in New Zealand.
Girl, let's talk about it.
A 25-year-old New Zealand lawmaker on Tuesday offered a blunt response to a colleague who apparently heckled her during a speech she gave addressing the urgency of climate change on the floor of Parliament.
Well.
Okay, boomer.
Insert laugh track.
Goddamn Google. Chlöe Swarbrick, a member of the Green Party, expressed the statement as she emphasized how the consequences of climate change will fall on people of her generation, as she expressed support for legislation to reach a net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. Swarbrick noted how she would be around the age of the average lawmaker in Parliament by that time, which would be in the year 2050. She would be 56 years old. Mm-hmm. Right now, the average age of the 52nd Parliament in New Zealand is 49 years old.
And older. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Some people that are 80 and 90 in freaking office in the U.S. That's ridiculous. And you know what? That's another thing. When it comes to political things, this is really just the crux of my excitement over this topic because it is what we're living through. It's what we're living in. It's what we talk about all the time. It's what we see all the time. And I'm telling you, people, they're just butthurt. They're just butthurt. At the end of the day, they are butthurt that we're talking about them. We're using, and you know what? Some people can make the argument that it's ageism because that's, it's in the quote or whatever. And I can see that. I don't know about the M-word part, but I can see the ageism part. However, again, you're not being oppressed though. It's in the context of saying, stop saying to us that we don't have any good ideas or that we don't know what we're doing or talking about or just all of that. Just, it's nonsense.
Right. And I feel like it's been a bit misconstrued. They don't understand. I mean, our culture, we're handed a bad deck, a bad hand. And our flippant remarks and these things we come up with, these memes and things, it's our way of dealing with the stresses of everyday life. We have all of these problems on our plate and they're handed to us.
I think a part of it too they don't trust us. You know what I mean? They don't trust our generation to be able to make the decisions that they had to make so many years ago ourselves. And that's where the problem lies, because this is not the same age. It's not the same time. Things have changed. Things that you could do now, you couldn't do years ago. So, you got to change the way those people look. You got to have it reflect what our times really look and are, because that's the way to usher in just what we're trying to usher in. I mean, it's just plain and simple. It is what it is when it comes to, them being in office. But they shouldn't be silencing us like you just brought up, the New Zealand lady. She, brought very real, and it happens in the U.S. as well, very real topics about climate change. And we're laughed at. And we're like, oh, that doesn't matter. It's not that important. We don't have to give them funds or money to that. And it's just come on, you people. You're going to be dead and gone. You're going to be dust. Well, most of y'all going to be dust. Not all y'all. Some of y'all going to live forever. But it's all good. It's because you made a pact with the devil. But you know what I mean, though? It's just all seriousness. They're going to be gone. So what do they care? We got to take care of ourselves at the end of the day, you guys. And this is what it is. And like I said, they're just butthurt.
And they can't even come at us because we will not be undercut in the ways they have undercut every person that they have oppressed, every person that they have taken advantage of that has led to the issues that we deal with today.
Exactly.
Okay? And this is how we respond as millennials, okay?
Yeah. Honestly, though, they responded this way too back in the day. Let's not mistake it. But they didn't have
what I'm
technology.
saying.
They didn't have memes that they could put out that would go viral, and you know what I mean? Like, it's a different age and a different time.
Those type of attacks work when you're operating in the dark, but not in today's age when everything comes to light.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Snap
with
your
a tweet.
finger.
With a tweet. And Miss Chlöe Swarbrick, she had one last thing to say.
Oh, what'd she say?
This is from an article, sorry, I didn't reference before, an article from The Hill.
It's all good.
Okay, she says, today I have learned that responding succinctly and in perfect jest to somebody heckling you about your age as you speak about the impact of climate change on your generation with the literal title of their generation makes some people very mad, she said. So I guess millennials ruined humor. That or we just need to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and abstain from avocados.
And on that note, you know what? On that note, those people, those hecklers, those boomers, y'all can have a good damn day because we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to continue to try to make sure that our generation is able to prosper and live as long as you guys are living, okay?
We will continue with the clapbacks.
Yes, we will, honey.
And we will keep on pushing while you're pushing up daisies.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
But that's it, y'all. That is all on today's topic of OK Boomer, the meme that is blowing up all over the web. Actually, all over the world. But so let us know down below what you guys think. We hope that you enjoyed today's conversation. And we hope that you respect our views as well as everyone else in the comment section if you are commenting down below.
And of course, as always, if you have a different perspective, chime in. We're always here to talk.
Yes, we love it. We love it. We love it.
This show is called Points of View.
Yep. All right, well, we're going to sign off, you guys. We'll see you on the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.